Okay, hi everyone. So today we're going to look at 3.3 elimination method, okay? But we are going to go on to page 5, right? Page 5 where your image may not be clear, but what we are seeing here actually is we've got one jelly, right? One jelly and one big roll, the candy. Okay, so one jelly and one big roll. So one jelly and one big roll, the mass is 28 gram. So we can write this as A plus B is equal to 28. So now if we were to double everything, the mass will also double. Okay, 28 times 2 give you 56. Okay, so the idea is now if you double the everything, 2 jelly and you double to 2 big roll, okay, your mass is going to double as well. So what you did here is actually you just multiplied the entire equation by 2. Okay, so A plus B is 28. If I double that, 2A plus 2B will be 56. So this is what we call equivalent. So these two equations are what we call equivalent. They are the same thing, it's just the second one is double of the first one. Now we're going to make use of this technique to help us to do the elimination method for our simultaneous equation. Okay, so without further ado, let us look at the challenge over here. Now we are going to ask ourselves and try to find what is the mass of one bottle of Yakult and what is the mass of one packet of Milo. Okay, so here on the first one, we actually have 2 Yakult, okay, and 1 Milo. The third one we actually have 3 Yakult, okay, and 3 Milo. Alright, so now is unlike the previous one where it is not straightforward to like add or minus, correct? If we were to take away this one, 3 Yakult take away 2, we have 1 Yakult left. 3 Milo take away 1 Milo, we have 2 Milo left. So actually we have 2 things left. Okay, we have 2 things left. So it is like we have the Yakult left and the Milo left. So actually we didn't eliminate anything. Okay, so what do we do instead is we try to make this to be the same as this. Okay, so for example, we can actually make the 1 Milo to become 3 Milo. Okay, so what we can do is we can actually transform this. Okay, so now if we times 3 to match the Milo, right? So let's say if we have 3 Milo and this one we times 3 we have 6 Yakult. Okay, 6 Yakult, and the mass also will need to times 3. So what we have is our 442 times 3, so 1326. So the mass, okay, is equals to 1326 gram. Okay, so now 6 Yakult 3 Milo is this, 3 Yakult 3 Milo is this. So now the Milo is the same, so we can just take the difference of this thing. So the difference, okay, so the idea is the difference is that now we have the 3 Yakult, okay, 3 Yakult, and the difference in the mass is actually our 1326 minus the 993. So here we get 333. So 3 Yakult is 333 gram, right? So 1 Yakult is how many gram? So 1 Yakult is going to be 111 gram. Okay, 1 Yakult is going to be 111 gram. Alright, so now using this answer, we're going to put back into the original equation. So 2 Yakult, 1 Milo is this. So 2 Yakult and 1 Milo is going to be equals to 442 over here, the original one. So 2 Yakult is going to be 222. 1 Milo is just going to be 1 Milo is equals to 442. So what is the mass of 1 Milo? I will just minus off 222. Right, so 442 minus 222. So I'm going to get 220. So 220 gram. Okay, so roughly this is the idea that we need to find the mass of the 1 bottle of Yakult and 1 bottle of Milo. Okay, so the idea, this will give us the idea on how to find. Okay, so the idea is that we need to, okay, make the Milo quantity the same. Okay, so in the same way you can think of it as making the variable the same, making the coefficient of the variable the same, making the quantity of the variable the same. Now without further ado, let's go at number 6. Okay, so number 6 is actually the formal one, the more official one. Okay, so now using elimination method, solve the simultaneous equation, two equations in x and y. Okay, two variable. So here what do we have? Okay, two equation. I'm going to call this equation 1 first, and I will call this equation 2. Okay, now if you were to observe, now it will be something like the Milo and the Yakult. The four of them don't have the same number, but we can make them the same number. How are we going to make them the same number? Now 3 and 4 very difficult to make. If the smallest number that we can multiply to make them the same is actually 12. Okay, so not so easy, but the 1y we can make it to become 2y. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call this equation 2, and I'm going to multiply this by 2. Okay, so when I multiply everything by 2, 4x will become 8x, minus 1y will become minus 2y, 7 times 2 will become 14. Okay, so I take everything and multiply by 2 to get this. This one I call it equation 2a because it comes from equation 2. Okay, so using this I will have 2a and 1. Okay, so now between 2a and 1, if I were to eliminate the 2y, different sign, add. So I will take 1 plus 2a. So here I will get 1 plus 2a. I need to write here on what I'm doing to communicate to me or the marker that to make it clear what are you doing at each step. Okay, so I need to write this step, and same for you, you must write this step to tell me what are you doing. Okay, so 1 plus 2a, so I take the first one plus 2a, okay, this is going to be equals to first one plus second one. Okay, alright, so here let me open up this bracket. So 3x plus 2y plus 8x minus 2y is equals to 22. Rearrange 3x plus 8x plus 2y minus 2y is going to give me 22. So 3x plus 8x, 11x. 2y minus 2 plus 2y minus 2y, 0. So 11 times what is 22? X is equals to 2. Okay, so we get our first answer. Let us go back to the second answer. Now, using this, we can put into 1, 2 or 2a, up to you. Okay, I'm going to choose the simplest, and I'm going to choose equation 2. So I need to substitute my answer into equation 2. Must tell me which one do I put in, so that I will know what you're doing. So I copy 4x minus y is equals to 7. So 4x minus y is 7. My x is 2. Okay, so 8 minus y equals to 7. So 8 minus 1 is 7. Y is actually equals to 1. Okay, so answer, x is 2, y is 1. Okay, how do you check it? Substitute it into 1, check left hand side equals to right hand side. Okay, like what you did in the earlier example. Okay, so now what is the difference between this and the previous example is, okay, for this case, what are we doing is we have to edit one equation, okay, change the first equation to times 2, so that it will match 1 and 2a. It will match 2y and minus 2y. Then we can eliminate the y. Otherwise, if we just add or minus straight away, we won't get rid of anything. The only way to get rid of anything is so that the number itself are the same. The 2y must be the same. Then we can just add or minus to get rid of it, to eliminate the y. Okay, so that's all for this part. I will leave you to attempt the next page, 2 questions, page 7, 2 question. Now the answer for the first one is x is equals to 3, y is equals to 1. For question 2, the answer is x equals to 1, y equals to negative 3. So try to do on your own, okay, and make sure that you get these 2 answers. Okay, so that's all for this thing. Yes, you can. Alright, bye bye.